Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back to another Terminator Dark Fate Defiance. We have the finals for our little tournament here, and we have more news on a future tournament coming up, but it's going to be with Renegade and BlackHawkDown. We had two people drop out, so we're just going to push to the finals and have fun with it. Renegade and Blackhawk are both great players. We are all half awake, half asleep, so just excuse us for what you might see or hear. So let's push on into the game and see what happens. Alright, you guys know the agenda we're going to be doing. We're going to spawn our boys in here. Again, it's going to be a founder on founder game. Honestly, my personal favorite, because I feel like, and this is not a hit against Legion mains or movement or, whatever you guys want to do, your spare time. I just feel like founder versus founder is just phenomenal. I feel like that's where you really get to see, like, the micro maneuvering, the flanking, just really get to see the players at their best and know who is a little bit better than the other or who makes the better decision tactfully and things of that nature. Just because if one of you plays Legion or if both of you plays Legion, I mean, I feel like you can kind of slap each other pretty hard, but Legion on Legion is kind of crazy. But Founders, I feel, is like a little bit more, you need a little finesse. So Renegade starting off with a double striker, which is usually how I like to start, and other founders should start. I feel like strikers is definitely the best route. I personally like going with against Legion a plasma striker, and then against humans maybe like a Gatling gun one against movement. If these are both engineers and they're going for an early engineer rush and mining up this whole forest, is going to be nuts. And he is. It is an engineer over here, and we have engineers over there. So we're going for a full-on defense from Renegade. This is no zone bonus. Just want to remind everyone. So we're going to be doing a normal game. I don't think Blackhawk and Renegade has had much practice on the new zone bonus. I don't want to change the rules out mid-game. But we will be adding the new map because the new map is crisp. But yeah, so I don't want them to get kind of overwhelmed and figuring something new off rip. So we're doing the normal game modes. So it probably is going to be a little bit lolly here and there because, as you guys know, in the new game mode, you feel combat pretty much all the time. We're going to be mining up each entrance. I feel like we've seen this before, guys. I feel like we've seen somebody else do it. Someone gorgeous and smart. He's mining up these areas. And he's mining up this. This is going to be great. And we're going in with a sniper team. And then a couple of Jeeps coming out. I personally don't like Humvees. That's just a me thing. I think, like, overall, what they provide is mediocre in this type of game. I feel like with the Humvees, because you need a driver, you might as well just bring up an APC or another striker. Well, something with a little bit more meat. The only Humvee I really like to use... What is this? A striker. He's going in for transport. The only Humvees I really like to use is the tows. The tows are the developer's gift to us, guys. But he is going for a Humvee push, so he can have a couple of ATGMs early on. Because that founder stuff is expensive. So I definitely understand you want to, like, kind of shaky. Make sure you get some cheap Humvees. I definitely suggest on this map, you guard this with the Rifleman squad. And then you guard this one with the Rifleman squad and this. You have, as founders, you got to defend that back line. Same thing over here. This is going to be a big battle. And he's going to be mining up these areas. I suggest also over here because a lot of people like to rat attack this side. And once you start mining, it makes people like a little bit second guess themselves. Like, shit, am I really going to go through here? Is that the best route to take? Also, this is another thing that I think they should fix. You could drive through this right here. Like, this wall doesn't exist. You can low crawl infantry. You can have infantry stuck in here and hidden. I love this map, but it is a little bit buggy, just like everything else sometimes. But the main bugs was like buildings being taken over, and they seem to be fixed that. So that's it. They're working on it, man. I do say this game is fantastic. So we have a tow coming up, and this Humvee has vision up here, because vision is not really hindered by what they can see. It's just an AOE area around them constantly. So maybe that should be a change. Like if a Humvee's here, his vision should only be here. This should be like a dead zone. This part is a dead zone. This part is a dead zone. I feel like sometimes it allows you to see up here. Sometimes it doesn't. I feel like it's very loosey-goosey when it comes to that. But it looks like Renegade is going for the mines over here too, going full on Castle Founder. So it should be interesting to see what he does from here on out, if he's probably going to push. If it comes down to it, if he's really like down the clown, he should definitely mine up A on his side. Put a mine right here because people love to hold snipers there. Same thing here. Maybe some AT mines right there, and then have a sniper team prone right here, and you can see everything down. And then just have a tow on the bridge blast. But then you also need vision down here. Like, this is huge. You gotta get something going on over here. As you guys see, like, if you guys do watch some of the videos, there it is. That's a good early trade. That is a really good early trade. That is a whole striker down with some damage engineers. He was doing exactly what I thought he was, which is gonna be Oh, D-Hawk is doing some ATGMs, but he's getting an ATGM for the left. Oh! That's a Bradley really early on, and he microed it to destroy the toe. So, I mean, that's already a really bad trade for him, but at the same time, 2 Humvees. The only Humvee that I would cry losing is my toe Humvee, but you destroyed a striker, and you've really damaged Engineer Squad. Actually, I think he killed the Engineer Squad. Yeah, he killed the Engineer Squad, which is huge. That's pretty much an equal trade. Oh, wait, no, Engineer Squad's there. But it is damage, so I carry less AT mines, less AP mines. So, at the end of the day, I still think it's a pretty good trade. And here it comes. We have a Bradley pushing on the right side. These are all mined up right here. If he does keep pushing, that's pretty much Jover. But if he does get a couple kills, it's a good trade in my book. He just has to be careful. If he hits a mine, that's over. He has to look over here. Just look. Please, just look. Good kill. 2 engineers down. If he kills his full squad, that's enough to trade a Bradley for. Because this is not an ATGM Bradley, is it? No, it's just a normal Bradley. I hope he sees the engineers and just pushes around. Just go around, brother. Don't push from here. It's already giving you that heebie. Like, you got that feeling. You got the goosebumps. You know what's here. You know, another thing, too, what you could do is attack ground. Oh, he's going for it. If he... Not bad. Didn't kill it immediately. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. If he gets an early repair, that's fine. He pushes through. No one is damaged. These are all anti-tank. So if he clicks repair right now, he'll be just fine. And that took out 1 mine. If he got so lucky and threaded and needle only hit 1. And he repaired. He's about to reverse into 1. No. There it is. Driver down. See, when you're in that situation, in this game, not real life, in this game, if you hit a minefield, you might want to just stand still or just immediately go forward. Oh, on fire. That's so... Oh, that's hurt. That hurt right there. So that on fire is going to make sure this is abandoned. What an RNG hit from an infantry squad to take out Bradley. Then we have sniper teams up in the hill. Just blasting these guys. I mean, I wouldn't want to get too close to them. Some machine guns still do pretty good damage. And losing a sniper team over a driver team would be rough. Or at least 1 model. They're still going to win the duel, though. That's 1 dude versus 2. There it is. That's wrapped up in a nice bow, and then this is mined up, and you should be able to just send up a tank commander, get in here, and you're good to go. I don't know why he's setting up an infantry squad. Maybe to check and clear if there's any infantry in there. That could be it. He's pushing up. I mean, if there was rangers in there, I would not want that. We got our first artillery platform coming up, and then we have tank crew immediately coming out from Renegade. Like I said, this man knows it. He's already on the same wavelength. We have engineers coming up over here with a couple of mines. I feel like when it comes to the not having the zone bonus against founders, when you're fighting a founder main or someone that uses founders, just don't go to the edges. Just do a nice push in A, take it slow, don't get greedy, and you're good to go. You know, like just fight over A, make sure you got vision on the flanks. Don't go anywhere into the forest, because if you get mine destroyed, it's just going to be a rough time, man. And especially since it is this game mode, like everything's so relying on... There it is. What'd I say? It's like he can hear me, which is concerning. Is he in my brain right now? I'm kind of concerned. But exactly that. You want to mine this out, and then you bring up a sniper team or something of that nature. There's a driver squad here. If he takes out this engineer squad, that is actually a great trade. He should put that on defense mode and have it hidden there, since he knows there's engineers running around. So now he has to get kind of pushy on this. He has to get an Abrams or something to push on this right side, take out this Jeep, put some infantry in there, take out this tow, or hold out completely and just wait for your helo to come out as founders. Once the helo comes out for the founders, I feel like that's where like you're really your meat and butter, meat and butter, meat and potatoes comes out. Like I feel like that's when it comes, and you get to do a lot of nasty stuff. You get to look for drones on your side of the map. You get to see everything you want, and you get to fly around, fire some ATGMs for back range, hit it, and then reload, rearm, refuel. And against Legion, there's maybe no point until you take out the HK. But if you're fighting another founder member, it's definitely 100% worth it to be able to bring him in, bring your helo in early, take that push, take that advantage, and hold it. But as you guys can see, he has F and B. Not really too worried about defending it because he has his mines. And mines gives you that nice breath of fresh air to know that your flank is guarded. So yeah, he's going to be doing some little bit of reinforcing down mid. He's probably going to send a little bit of ranger squad. I think right now, the best thing that that Blackhawk can do is low crawl some snipers, get some ATGMs, and just start slowly breaking down this defense wire that he has. Just because you lost a little bit of early trades does not matter. You can always have a comeback in this game. This game, well, unless you're being like pushed face down into the pillow, like in their spawn, then no, of course not. But like at this moment, he just got to get a Bradley, get an ATGM, low cross some Rangers in here, clear out this bridge, and see what happens. Maybe an infantry squad too. Just push with a little bit of infantry. And I usually don't like pushing with infantry, but if you have a Bradley in the rear, if he pushes up this Humvee, you get to kill it. If he pushes up, he won't push this one up. He's gonna be like, oh shit, there's infantry coming up. Let me push this back. He has an Abrams already. He's got the defense line going. It's like seeing a mirror, really.
He copied my whole fucking flow.
Yeah, so the Rangers cleared up. Right now, I think what we just gotta do, D-Hawk, is just he's probably just gonna get some monies, get amass a pretty big force. See, that's the thing people get confused in this type of game mode. In this game mode, I don't know. I don't think it's worth not fighting, even though like you don't get enough money. You have to like worm your way around, find something, you know, like get a Bradley here, get a Bradley there, try to look for something, get a kill, acquire something, because if you're on the down end, you're really not going to climb back up unless you start doing some trades. You're always going to be a little bit lower. That dude is eating 203 like no tomorrow. There it is. And I think they just wasted some grenades, so that's a little rough. But yeah, like I really think you got to push, you know, just slowly and surely, but like do some sort of maneuvering forward. Like, if he's holding these areas right now, it is their first game, so they really haven't had any chance to warm up. I think D-Hawk's been playing a lot of Tarkov, and I don't know what Renegade's been doing. I think Renegade has been playing a lot of Term also. But he's got an armored force up in the rear. He's snowballing. He's building up. It's kind of rough, but we do get a little bit of a push here on the left, which is going to go straight into the mines. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's another thing too, like, oh, detrimental. On fire, that's a good little bit of RNG right there. That is GG's for the first game. Understandable. It's really hard to push out of this after losing a lot of those early trades. Yippee!